Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyakhuluma ngama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi. Siyaphinda sikhuluma ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you like my content, there is a subscribe button la ngezansi. Kanti ke futhi if you want to support the channel, there's a thanks button below, there's a join button, and there are adverts on this video. You can use all of that to support the channel. It helps a lot if you like the video. It helps the channel to grow. Okay, so please support the channel. So you guys, I want to talk about my favorite couple in this season of Makoti. Are you the one? Pink and Sean. Okay, I love them. I don't want to lie. I love people that just love each other, and regardless of what's happening with everybody around them. And I think for me, this season they are that couple, and I think that with the other couple, this season has been more about them doing the Makoti duties and less about their relationship. And for some reason, I do feel like even with the producers, they are seeing something special with Pinky and Sean, because they seem to be showing them a lot more than they show the others when it comes to their relationship. So I'm loving that, you guys. So I didn't know that they have been trying to have a child. Pinky was on birth control pills, and then she stopped taking them because they're trying to have a child, but they've struggled. So in this episode, they really are talking about that a little bit. They even go to see the doctor, and they did some tests because obviously the doctor had to find out what's happening with them. And Pink, I think Pink was aware that maybe the problem might be with her, because she's not somebody that has her periods every month. And so the doctor does point out that if you're not having your periods every month, obviously you're not ovulating every month, and so there's less chances of you falling pregnant. But nonetheless, he does do tests on both of them just to see what their options could be. Okay, I did like the fact that at the end she was told that even though there is a problem, there is a medication that he can give to them, so that they can work on that issue, and maybe at some point she might be able to conceive. I am that person that is okay with people deciding that they want a child, if they want a child, whether they are married or not, if they feel like their relationship is stable enough to be able to parent together. And I'm not of a belief that people have to be married to have a child, because if we're being realistic about it, there's many couples that have gotten married and then they have children after they get married, and then they break up, and then after that they don't have the greatest of parenting relationships between them. So I just feel like marriage for me is not necessarily a prerequisite for people having a child together. I feel like a good relationship, is should be a prerequisite to you having a child together. If you feel like you would be able to have that relationship, like a healthy relationship, a healthy parenting relationship, then why not have a child? But I have to say, nobody can say what's going to happen when the child comes, because when children come, a lot changes in the relationship, a lot changes in the way you feel about each other. There's so much pressure on the relationship, whether it's a relationship where people are married or they're dating or they're engaged. There's a lot of pressure on the relationship. So either way, there's always chances that the pressure that comes with having a baby might affect a relationship in the negative way, and people might end up not being together. So yeah, you guys, I feel like for me, if you want a child and you are in a relationship with somebody that you feel like you could have a child with, go right ahead. Okay. And I feel like they are that couple for me. And obviously, you guys are going to have issues with the parents always want you to get married. Okay. I don't know, you guys. I guess somebody still has to convince me of such things, because I feel like for me, like marriage makes it so much more complicated to get out of the relationship when it doesn't work out. So it's like now we have to do the whole divorce thing just because the relationship did not work out. Why do we want to do that with our lives? But that's a topic for another day, okay? Okay. Anyway, so I like the fact that okay, they do have options. The doctor does say that the doctor can put her or Pinky on the medication so that she can ovulate, and then there will be a chance that they can still conceive naturally. And we all know that there's other options as well if she ends up not conceiving naturally. Obviously, afterwards when she finds out, because yeah, the problem was with her, she's a little bit stressed. I like how supportive Sean is. I don't know anybody that can look at that relationship and not like how those two are. So I'm even surprised that Sean's mother doesn't like their relationship, doesn't like Pinky, because I feel like if I saw my child being in a healthy relationship like that, where both of them, they love each other, they support each other, what reason would I have to not like the person? Unless they really have done something big and bad to my child, then I stay with that. But like, if they're treating my child well and my child is treating them well, they love each other, they respect each other, they look like they have plans for the future, why would I not like that relationship for my child? That's what is confusing me when it comes to Sean's mom. She just doesn't like Pinky. And that's why I said in my last review that I felt like it was the weight thing. Maybe she's looking at her son thinking, my son is so hot, she deserves like a slay queen, two slice girl there. That's the only thing I can think of, because when I look at their relationship, Pink is not disrespectful to Sean. She's not disrespectful to the mother-in-law. Why does she not like Pink? I just feel like, for me, it can, when I think about it, it can only be a weight thing, but I might be wrong. Okay. Anyway, Sean decides, I guess Sean is a mama's boy, honestly, because I didn't understand his decision to go and talk about that with his mom, and I understand him sharing that, what, mom, we're thinking of having a baby with Pinky, but he goes into details and telling the doctor about the issue of Pinky and not ovulating and all of that. They went to the doctor and all of that. I didn't feel like she needs to give her those details. You can just tell your mom that you're gonna have a baby, or not even tell her. Maybe just when she's pregnant, to Pinky, just go, mom, you're going to be a grandma. Immediately the grandma, because umakashoni labo granny laba bama-tattoos ne-gym, uyabona nje ukuthi akanasikhathi sokuthi uzophatha ingane. So immediately she goes into, hey, you guys must just know ukuthi ngeke ngiyiphathe leyo ngane, or mangiyiphatha leyo ngane ngeke ngiyiphathe for free. Mina anginaso isikhathi, mina ngiyajima, mina nginjani, and ngiyakhangeza every month, khangeza imali. Guys, angazi, guys. I think maybe my kids are younger. Maybe when they start working, nami my attitude will change. Angazi, but I don't understand this thing of us being debt collectors when it comes to our kids. Anything that happens with our child, you are thinking about imali that comes to you from your child. Mina nje ngizokhangeza nje every month, as long as ninginika something. What kind of debt collecting parenting is that? Hayibo, ingane zethu zizobaleka ziyelema, futhi manje yazi there's so many options. Zizobaleka ingane zihambe ziyohlala le overseas. They will live abroad and not even talk to you because of the things we do as parents. Why would you do that? Like, your child is coming to you with something very important. They've been trying to have a child. As a person, you can say, what, I wasn't ready to be a grandmother right now, but I guess if a child comes, I would welcome them, which she says at some point. But the initial thing was, mina ngeke ngize ngiphathele ingane, if I do it won't be for free, ngibhizi kabi nge-gym, ngibhizi ngane. Hayibo, I see a parental shame. I see a parental shame. Even some grandparents, I see a parental shame. Anyway, you guys, I don't like that about it. Like, I guess maybe it's not just African parents that are like that. Like, when your child is grown and they're working, you start collecting, like you're a debt collector, like the biggest, do you know how stressful it is to be called by debt collectors? Now your mother is a debt collector, every time you talk to her about anything, it has to be about money with her. I don't like that. Anyway, you guys, I think that will be okay. I don't think that Pinky, I don't know, I haven't heard her talk about this issue, but I don't think that Pinky expects her mother-in-law to take care of her baby, because her mother-in-law doesn't really like her. I wouldn't want my mother-in-law to take care of my baby if she didn't like me, But I don't know, I haven't heard them have that conversation. I would think that if Pinky is planning to have a baby, then she probably has, plans on, how to take care of that baby. I don't think that the mother-in-law is a plan, but we'll never know. They haven't yet had that conversation on camera, or I haven't seen it. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about when it comes to this couple. I really wish that Umagashon would just accept Pinky, because I think that they love each other. And Pinky is really trying, you guys, with the Makoti thing, but it is getting to be a lot for her, because she also is working. There are times when she needs to go to work. Now she's being invited to go play tennis, and just to be made fun of. The things that these women are putting themselves through for this show, I don't get it. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please tell me what you think about Pinky and her mother-in-law, okay, in the comment section. And also like the video before Pumega, and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.